Hi guys, and welcome to another Copic coloring and card tutorial by me, Marika. And today I'm using all of my favorite different kind of supplies because I had so much fun coloring this image. And to be honest, I actually made a card yesterday with this image and some others, and I just didn't get the card to come together. I made a card, but when I woke up this morning to edit that video, I'm like, no, that is not happening. So instead, as soon as I came home from work, I sat down and recorded this. And I was in such a good mood, and they were so happy and colorful, and yeah, I had a lot of fun coloring this image. This image is called Girls Flying Kite, and it's by Make It Crafty. This is one of those images that I've been seeing all around the interwebs for some time because it's one of the older stamps they have on their site, and I just love it. I think it's so adorable, but I just never got to start using it. So now I'm finally doing it, and the girls, they are so completely adorable with their little kite. So I'm setting up the light to be in the upper left corner, so all the shadows are on the left sides of the girls. I'm choosing to start with the skin and then my neutrals, and today's neutrals is the toner grays. I kind of wanted to keep it pretty simple coloring wise. They are just so adorable, and I thought they would stand out. For the kind of main color, I'm using red. I'm doing that for their shirt and for their kite, kind of tying the whole image together up and down. I'm using the R30s, and as you can see, I got my R32 a little bit streaky on, and this is because it's still not refilled. I've talked about this several times, that I'm supposed to be refilling that pen, but I have to buy the refills, and then other things get kind of bought instead, and I forget. So hopefully I will be able to get some of the refills I've been waiting for somewhere next month, so that I will be able to do fun things. I'm using the tip-to-tip technique on their trousers because the B12 and the B16 is a little bit too far away, but the B14 wasn't the kind of tone I wanted, so just using the tip-to-tip technique to blend out the light and the middle blue. And for their hair, this is one of my absolute favorite hair colors to color. I don't know, I think it's because it gets so deep. You really get that difference between the shades and the lights. So it's this really bright kind of orangey auburn hair, and it's just beautiful, and I really love this color combination. Absolute favorite. So right now I went with everything favorite for this card. When I'm cutting out this image, I'm doing it a little bit different than I usually do, because I kind of realized when I came up to after the head of the girl there that I don't want to start cutting out the smaller parts. Instead, I'm trying to cut out all the big parts around the image, so that the pieces that are supposed to kind of hang and dangly is taken last. And that was also why I cut out that middle part with my knife, because it's easier to cut that out when I don't have the whole kite on just a teeny tiny string, which actually will leave it on because I kind of like doing this. I like having that natural white border so that it gets something to hold on to, especially when I have these black lines. And I finish it off by actually cutting away that little white part that is left, and I'm being very careful so I don't accidentally cut off the kite's string. Yeah. And now for the card, I'm using my favorite things dyes. It's the cloud dye and the sun dye. I thought it would be perfect, together with my favorite papers, which comes from Lawn Fawn, which I think it's last spring or the spring before that they released this pattern paper, and it's so beautiful. And I am going to check if I can find more of that paper on their site, and hopefully they haven't stopped producing it, because I really, really, really love it. It's so bright and cheerful, and I love making cute and cuddly cards with it. So I'm cutting out with the dies, trying to make a double part of the clouds. So first the cloud in that kind of white paper, and then I'm doing a cloud. Had a problem finding out which cloud die I wanted to use, and then this is how I want it, to make a second cloud in a little bit darker paper. In this case it's actually the just a blue paper, and then I'm going to use the darkest paper as my backdrop, sort of. Kind of just building it up. I thought it would be fun to having them run in the clouds, because I thought that would be so cute and adorable. Then I'm just trying out how I want it to look, and kind of reflected over that the sun need to be in the upper left corner, because this is how I've drawn my characters. And that was the final layout I chose. I didn't really take a photograph of it, but I know people do when they just do their layouts like that. They take a photograph with their kind of phones or something, and then they have how it looks, and then you can just add the things afterwards. I kind of just tricked around a little bit with the different dies. That sun die is really nice. It was one of those dies that you get free with a certain amount of purchase, and I wasn't really sure how I would use the sun, but together with those cloud dies, which I also bought that time because I really, really loved the cloud dies, it worked really, really good, and it's works for cute and cuddly. I like cute and cuddly cards, happy cards, and this is definitely a happy card. It has happy colors, and then I'm using this basil cardstock, and you will see when I mount my paper on top of it that I will turn this around, because I realized that again I forgot to cut away that little strip at the bottom. But when I'm doing layers like this, it actually doesn't really matter, because you can't really see it. You hide that effect, so you can't really see that it was that part, and I thought, okay, then I just leave it this time. This is some Basil Marshmallow cardstock, which is one of my favorite cardstock bases. I cut that in half and first removed that little strip, and then I scored it at 4 1/4 to make the standard A2 card base. Also wanted some kind of sentiment, so I chose to use this Hello, which is from Hero Arts, which I also this is also one of my favorite dies. I really like dies. Sadly, they're pretty expensive, and they're pretty expensive to ship here, but I really, really like them. I do understand why they cost the money they do, but yeah, I try to get as many as I can afford, or can trick myself into affording. I use some two-way glue pen on that, and then I'm using my little stamp thing to hold it down while it dried. Acrylic block, that was the word I was after. And then I'm putting my little girls flying a kite into the clouds, and that was the card for today. I hope you liked it. If you do, please thumbs it up. It means a lot to me. If you have any questions, just comment down below. And if you want to see more videos like this, just hit that subscribe button. Here's 2 more videos with images from Make It Crafty, and actually with that hello die. So thank you so much for watching, and I see you later. Bye!